The Suns taking on the Mavericks. For the Suns, it's been a disappointing first half of the season. Can they turn things around, starting with a win tonight? Mavs, Suns, up next on 2K Sports. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Beal in at the 3. And for Dallas, Green out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's MP, and it's Doncic in at the 1. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
I just love MP's competitiveness. Some people feel like rivalries aren't as important anymore, but he's gone the other route. He's looking to motivate his teammates any way he can. And that's why he's declared war on the opponents they have the most history with.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Anthony. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J.
MP looking confident from there. The defense has to at least respect his jump shot.
Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Lively inside. Richards is there. Lively's shot is off. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. And here's Durant. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Fires in the triple.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's MP. Nice touch on the bank shot. Anthony's got his second bucket on the night.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Durant.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Anthony with a screen on VanVleet. Doncic passes to Anthony. On the wing, Green, guarded by Durant. Durant against Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. VanVleet with a screen on Anthony. Pass to Richards. Outside Durant. Off target from outside. The Mavericks trailing. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Beal's shot is good.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
The Mavericks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Anthony. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Phoenix making some changes. O'Neal, he's checked in for Richards. Dunn comes in. Making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Powell outside. Screen by Durant. 4-3. Phoenix no good that time either.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Fred Van Vliet. He's out there with Bradley Beal. Kevin Durant is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Dunn in at the four-man position. Dunn outside. It's Beal on the wing. There's the triple. Hardy grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers had a nice performance. He had 25 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. For a star like him, though, I'm sure it felt like just another day at the office. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Hardy, and the Suns also making a change. Booker's checked in.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
MP shot is off. The Suns have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Beal against Lively. Unloads from 13, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Nice work there from Beal in the mid-range.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 3. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Back to Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Lively. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. MP, the pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Booker surveying the floor over Anthony. Booker can't get it to go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
MP packs it home.
Oh, the defense is making it too easy for MP. When you let him get this close, he will finish it all night long.
Beal outside. Pass to Durant. Uncovered. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's MP. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the second period. Van Vliet, the pass to Dunn. Here's Durant. Over Lively. Blocked!
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Fades away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. MP's got 13 now. 5 ticks left in the first half of basketball. Three-pointer, Beal. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
The tray at the horn knocks it all up. They have the momentum going into the locker room.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA.
They wanted some real oomph down low, and Rudy Gobert is here to deliver. A guy you can trust to completely own the paint on the defensive end. This instantly makes them a tough matchup for smaller teams.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight, chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Najee Marshall is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win multiple championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Three-pointer, Beal. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Doncic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Outside Durant. Booker for 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Booker's got his third bucket of the night.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
2 points. That one goes.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
It's Booker on the wing over MP. Booker, good. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Pass to Anthony. And Durant with the block.
A tremendous defender. Durant's length can cause major issues for the offense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardy's checked in. Anthony. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Durant, pass to Van Vliet. Anthony against Booker. And a clever pass fake. Kept the D from closing in. Booker's got 11 points.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
Pass to Van Vliet. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. He drops it from range. 14 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now Anthony. Green, a screen. Shoots from the elbow. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
Durant, pass to Richards. Beal with it. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The jumper from the wing off target.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
MP shot is off.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Durant's shot is off. The Mavericks lead by 6. Three-pointer, Anthony. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside Booker. Over Anthony. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Booker's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. To the middle. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Booker. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Derek Lively.
And Booker is so active on offense, which...
Graham's checked in for Lively. MP comes in for Burks. And Doncic has subbed in for Hardy. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Norm Powell comes in for Booker. Pass to Kolek. Back to Graham. Hey, expanding his range. Powell pulls it in. Suns trail by 5. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Royce O'Neal, Fred Van Vliet out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Van Vliet, the pass to Dunn. That three's off the mark.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Kolek. And here's MP. Powell covers. 4 on the clock. MP, that one's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Durant to the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Some changes for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for O'Neal. Bradley Beal comes in for Dunn. And it's Devin Booker in for Powell. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Hits a three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Booker against Anthony. Elbow shot on the way. Booker can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Suns trail by 12. Booker for three. Rebounded by Green.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Counted.
If you get open, MP will find you.
The Suns shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Booker. What balance from Booker.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Dallas leading by 12. Lively with a screen on Booker. Anthony finds Doncic. Back to MP. Outside, Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 18 points in just the second half.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Here's Anthony. That shot, no good. Booker with the defensive effort. Durant with it. Green picks him up. Durant's shot is off. Dallas shooting 51%. Good clip from the field.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Mavericks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
And they didn't deviate from their game plan against this team. It's what helped them win their first two games against them. Add another one to the win tally for them.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Screen by Lively. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
thought they had a chance tonight?
Night, MP.
Thanks so much, MP.
Oh, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Surprisingly loud crowd tonight.
Everything okay tonight? How's that back feel?
I'm good, Burn. How about you, man? Squad on point tonight?
Yeah, the usual aches and pains, but nothing I can't handle.
Of course.
I'm a little more nervous than usual, though.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
That tonight means more than most. I can't stand those guys.
I ain't never seen Burn all riled up. I thought you loved everybody, man.
I do, but my first training job was over there. And without getting into a long story, it didn't work out.
And I thought you had been here your whole career.
I landed here. I'm happy, but I do have a long memory.
Say no more. I'll make sure I put these chumps in their place, man. You already know.
I appreciate that, MP.
Got you.
Good, MP. A lot of steam in the land coming through.
The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best-dressed squads. Coming down, welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. And, Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
Well, MP and this team are off to a good start when it comes to the challenge he set for them. I think the preparation, anticipation, and energy for what these games mean has become almost a skill set in their arsenal. And they're hoping to build on that momentum in this one. They've still got quite a few rivalry games left.
Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Green, Luka Doncic out there with MP. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams. All those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
Got it right here, Deanne. Going to start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is. Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Williams against Green. Williams passes to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Wallace. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Green. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge wrecking ball on the boards that time. Draymond Green in great position for the putback.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on MP. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Top of the key jumper, no good. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Mavericks. MP passes to Lively. Fades. Shot's good by Anthony. MP's got 6. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace outside. Pass to Caruso. Wallace against MP. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Marshall deciding where to go with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
The Thunder with another miss. Mavericks leading by 4. In the corner, it's MP. Rebound by Williams.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket.
Oh, that jumper so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Thunder, Higgins is checked in for Alex Caruso. Evans comes in. They're making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Anthony. Hardy is out there with Doncic. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Gafford in at the center.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Williams. The shot. MP grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last time out against the Suns was a driven man. He scored 32 points as well as getting 5 rebounds. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Aji Marshall comes in for Hardy. Green against Williams. Over Green. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's stolen by Green.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Topic, following the score by Dallas. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. A young man, fearless inside.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Zhang's checked in, and Dallas also making the switch. Hardy, he's checked in for Doncic.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
1:12 left now here in the second. Wallace outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
So for Dallas, their last game, a win against the Suns.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a group.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
And Anthony gets it to go.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. Now, here's Marshall. Lively with it. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big-time three to take the lead at the buzzer.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. In the East, Jason Tatum.
Well, Tatum, one of the premier scorers in the league. But he does a lot more than that, guys. Defense, rebound, passing, he brings it all.
You wonder where this team would be without him.
A lot lower in the standings.
Thanks, pal. And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then had it. He won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Well, Thunder shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they would be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Now, here's Doncic, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Wallace.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 15. Marshall sets a screen for Doncic. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Wallace has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Doncic. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. And that's now 9 points for Luka Doncic. Williams against Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Outside Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Bagley against Holmgren. And it's blocked.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
MP against Holmgren. MP, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Green dishes to Doncic for three. Another three for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
43 seconds left in the third. Outside Williams. There's a screen from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. MP inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Doncic looking it over. Here's MP. MP gets the job done inside.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a win.
Did you see how much air he had under him last?
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Doncic out there with Hardy. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony, and it's Graham in a power forward.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Taken away by Williams. Wallace outside. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Alex Caruso is checked in for Wiggins. Here's Williams. Pass to Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Gafford.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Anthony. MP powers through the contact inside.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Pass to Caruso. Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Hardy. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Gafford. Doncic with it. Fires the 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Topic. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Yeah, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
That free throw good from Anthony.
You should see MP here a lot with how physical he plays the game.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Marshall. Now Lively, defended by Holmgren. MP with it. 5 to shoot. Driving inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And he makes that one. 16 points here for Jalen Williams.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Anthony. Pass to Doncic. MP outside. Williams with the steal. Fast break, here they come. For the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. MP kicks to Marshall. Pass to Lively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
14 foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Lively. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Knocked away. Holmgren with the steal. Pass to Doncic. And they go to the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
I will tell you what, Jalen Williams is cold-blooded. Big points there.
So they foul intentionally.
At the line for the Mavericks, and 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander out to Wallace. Here's the 3. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Now, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
MP trying to shoulder the weight here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Williams' shot is off, and that's an intentional foul.
Alex Caruso. First personal foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Fires from way outside. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Nice work, MP. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves?
MP in the house.
Terrell, what's up, my man? How's it doing?
Yeah, he is. MP, how you feeling tonight? You ready to drop 40 on these fools?
You already know. Whatever it takes, man.
Good, because I need this one bad.
Yeah? Why's that?
I don't like him.
What?
I'm from there. You didn't know that?
Oh, that. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But if we lose tonight, I'm going to hear from my sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, my auntie, even my mom.
You already know I know. We can't have that.
We can't.
All right, well, let me go out here and take care of that. I'll see you after the game, my man.
That's it.
See you.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage. Well, with all the battles past, Grant, definitely some history between these two teams.
Oh, BA, this is high level. You talk East versus West, that's usually championship or bust type aspirations.
And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Washington and Lively down low. MP is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Marshall in at the three. It's good.
Oh, MP, he got that tweener working.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now Antetokounmpo. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Exum.
This guy's got a 7-foot wingspan. Lively can absolutely swallow up a shot for sure.
And MP with a basket on the assist by Doncic. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Jackson, the pass to Exum. The shot by Lillard, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Doncic passes to MP. Here's Marshall. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And that one drops.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Mavericks leading. Here's MP. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
And Dallas making a change here. Antetokounmpo outside. Gets an open look and hits it.
His jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots.
MP inside. He's guarded by Exum. Here's Kolek. Milwaukee with the rebound. 1:51 left in the first. Here's Doncic. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Screen by Lively. Anthony with a bucket. MP's got 6.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Lillard passes to Exum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the 3 off target. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. MP inside. He's guarded by Exum. MP no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Lillard passes to Clark. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Derek Lively.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Murray out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Green in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. On target from range.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Bucks trail by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans was definitely a factor. He tallied 21 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. That's the danger of letting him get into a groove. We'll see if it carries over into tonight, Brian.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Exum's checked in for the Bucks. Damian Lillard comes in for Green. Both free throws good from Gafford.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic throwing his weight around.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's a one-on-one situation. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson on the wing. There's the three. Washington grabs the miss.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Marshall. Doncic outside. Misses the three. Bucks trail by 12. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
MP outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Doncic. Launches the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. And 1:01 left in the first half. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Lillard's got 6.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Anthony with a screen on Lillard. Doncic, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And that one's good. Lillard.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Washington, a screen on Jackson. Here's Anthony. Oh, MP gets it through the tight D inside.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Murray passes to Exum. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Doncic against Lillard. Jackson outside. Shot from 12. Lillard can't get it to go. And we finished off one half of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by 9. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, let's direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
Greetings. The talent level here is off the charts. If there was a studio show all-star vote, who do you think would be on top?
Your bow ties would win, Ernie.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching, a positive first half for the Mavericks.
Offensively, they can post you.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. MP really making a difference here.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Lively down low. Luka Doncic is out there with MP, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 10.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
Here's Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Anthony finds Washington. Back to Anthony. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Knicks. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they're a top-tier team that has battled some adversity this year. Obviously still winning games, but not at the rate most people thought.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 5 rebounds in the game. Doncic passes to MP. Doncic against Lillard. Off with the layup. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. Kicks it to Doncic. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's amazing to come to the arena every night just to see what Lillard's going to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes a first. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The Bucks making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And both free throws good for Lillard.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Jackson against MP. And no good. The dry spell continues.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
For Dallas, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. With the drive, MP goes strong to the rack.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo surveys. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And it's MP with a rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Washington. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Washington's got his first points of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Dallas making a change here. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month in the 3rd spot. Look for Milwaukee. Nance, he's checked in for Clark. Green comes in for Jackson. And it's Johnson in for Lillard. Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Anthony comes in for Washington. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Green with a screen on Green. Antetokounmpo for 3. He's off on that one. The Mavericks lead by 5. Johnson is out there with Green. Then it's Larry Nance. Then it's Murray. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Antetokounmpo. It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Draymond Green.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Antetokounmpo against Green. Johnson for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Anthony outside. Pass to Green. Outside Burks. Green, a screen. Now here's Anthony, defended by Murray. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Green. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Anthony with the ball for Dallas. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip.
That's big time. Mental strength right there from MP. Guys in your space, don't let it deter you.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Clark is checked in for Nance. Exum comes in for Murray. Jackson, he's checked in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Clark, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Washington outside. Anthony finds Lively. 6 to shoot. Fades. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen by MP. MP with a step. And MP throws it down.
Well, the anticipation and the hustle from MP. I mean, doing it all himself.
The Bucks trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Down low. Pass to Marshall. Lillard against Doncic. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Bucks. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Exum. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Over Washington, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. MP outside. Pass to Lively. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, here's Doncic. Doncic delivers from range.
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Takes a 3. Washington grabs the miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Doncic on the wing, defended by Lillard. Doncic passes to Anthony. Washington, a screen on Jackson. And here's MP from outside. And the Mavericks, another 3.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Rebounded by Green. Pass to Kolek. Here's Anthony. Can't connect. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little